Well, tomorrow the state will start mailing out primary election ballots to hundreds of thousands of registered voters across the islands. KITV4's Tom George breaks down how election officials are preparing and what you need to know to make sure your voice is heard.
Well, the last election in 2020 here in Hawaii was a big success. The first time we voted by mail, and we saw record turnout. Now the boxes are here ready to go. They're hoping for a repeat in 2022. Starting on Wednesday, almost 480,000 of these on Oahu alone are going to be going out to voters. This is where you can drop off that ballot, but first, they want to make sure you fill this out properly. Now, the key to remember is because this is a primary, all the parties are listed on the same ballot. So you actually have to start here and you can only pick one party. So in this case, we'll use Aloha Aina as an example. Then you would go to the section for that party and fill in your ballot there. And when you're done with the section for your party, make sure you flip it over because there are some possible city council races or OHA races that everybody can vote in. Then you just fold it up. You can put it in this secrecy sleeve right here. And then from there, you put it into the actual envelope that they gave you, but the key is you need to remember to make sure you sign it. You can then pop it in the mailbox or at one of these drop boxes that are checked every day around the islands. There's also an in-person option at voter service centers heading up to Election Day. Honolulu City Clerk Glenn Takahashi says for the most part, the adjustment to the mail voting system has gone pretty smoothly.
And people are creatures of habit, so they would go back to that elementary school and find out, geez, I'm not supposed to be here and I gotta go, a quarter mile down the road or something. So you don't encounter that anymore. So that's a good thing.
And we have a full list of those Dropbox sites and service centers, plus your full election coverage. Just look for it at KITV.com. Tom George, KITV4 Island News.
And as we said, Hawaii had a record voter turnout during the 2020 election season. The elections office reports nearly 550,000 people registered to vote for the general election, and more than 385,000 people actually voted. More than 525,000 people registered for the primary election and 275,000 people voted. And let's compare the numbers over the past 5 primary elections. In 2018, more than 490,000 people registered to vote. That's 35,000 fewer people than in 2020, and the second highest registration record for the state in the past 63 years. And there's been a gradual increase by about 10,000 people every year. And if it's your first time voting or if you need a refresher on what to do before you go to the polls, we've got you covered. We have short videos on everything election related, from registering to vote to casting your ballot. Just go to KITV4's YouTube page and find these clips under our Hawaii Elections Explained playlist.